morning. This is the Elcano Royal Institute. We have here at our institute the Iraqi ambassador to Madrid, to Spain, Ambassador Alaa Majid Al-Hashimy. Welcome to Spain. How long have you been here? 3 months, I think.
Thank you very much. Yeah, it is now 3 months ago.
Okay. Most of the Spanish population received bad news about Iraq, the situation with ISIS, division, sectarianism, war, but very little about the daily life of the population, about the future. I'd like to ask you first, which is the current situation on the ground?
Thank you very much. If I like to take in my mind the history from 2003 till now, I see that a new-born democracy in my country. I live with this democracy from the beginning, from the first beginning, and I have the honor to represent my country now in Spain after I represented in Tokyo, Japan, and Berlin, Germany before. And I see that my nation is a really active nation through the challenges, through the many wars, which the old dictatorship he brought us at that time, 3 wars. And the new democratic process, it took its place, okay, with the problems, with suffering, with struggling, but still I am optimist and I see the positive side, not only the negative side. And I see that the newborn 13-year-old democracy in Iraq, it's going very well and in the right path. And maybe the situation nowadays, it is like your situation here in Madrid. After a long history of democracy, we are trying through the parliament, through the government, to present a new list of ministers, technocrat ministers, which they fit the history from Iraq and the new dreams from Iraqi people, fulfill it, to have a technocrat government and to follow the path of the big histories and big democracies in the world through science, through old cultures, old traditions, and old history, and to mix all this, to have, after 13 years, our own test of democracy. Because the democracy, it cannot be a mold. You can bring it from one history or from one country and you practice it in another completely without any mistakes. No, you have to take the democracy and mix it with your own color. And this is what we are trying. That is millions of Iraqi people going to schools, going to universities, going to the offices, practicing their ordinary life. Sorry to say it, the media, they took only the negative side. For this, I discovered whenever I was in Berlin or in Tokyo or now in Madrid, that the people, they are under the effect of the media. They don't know the real reality life of Iraqi, ordinary Iraqi people, and they don't know that the positive side from the new experience in Iraq. And this our big job as ambassador, as a diplomat, to try to make a balance in the point of view of the nations and the countries whenever we are working.
According to the news, that the most danger for this democracy, for the Iraqi society, is ISIS at the moment. But according to the news we receive, step by step, Iraqi forces, with the support of international coalition, regional allies, is becoming more and more in charge of the terrain, is recovering cities, pushing ISIS back to retreat. Do you share this optimistic view? Do you have the same feeling about that ISIS sooner than later will be pushed back of the Iraqi territory?
Exactly. This is what I tried to explain before, that the biggest alliance in the world till now, it is the alliance against ISIS supporting Iraq. And we are proud about it. We appreciate the help from the alliance through our war, our struggle against ISIS. But we not forget even the Iraqi self-depending on themselves and self-power, which try to wake up to build a new army with the support of the alliance. And they try to push ISIS from many prefectures. We push them now from Salah ad-Din, from Ramadi, and we try nowadays with organized groups of Iraqi army and Peshmerga, and the initiative from the nation itself, what they call the Hashd al-Sha'bi, to start the biggest war against ISIS in Mosul, which is the only place what's rests in the hand of ISIS. And we see many positive signs nowadays happen on floor in Iraq. And many leaders of ISIS, they start to escape, to leave Iraq, to move in to Syria or to other countries. And this shows us that we are in the right path, and we have to be optimists, and we have to believe in our self-power and to believe in the help from our friends, the alliance in the world.
And when Iraqi society, Iraqi people is dealing with all these problems, you have to improve the relationship between Iraq and Spain. What do you think about the future of the relationship? What do you expect? What sectors, actors are you thinking about the future of this relationship?
If we like to go in the history, we like to celebrate with our friend in Spain the memory of 70 universal relationship, 70 years for the relationship between Iraq and Spain. And this is this year. So we are proud about this relationship. It's grow up all the time. It is built on basis of confidence and built of trust between the two countries. We started our relationship since 1946. It is developed in a great mass, very greatly at the 15th and the 16th and 17th. And it come back a little bit at the 18th, 19th. And we try now to rebuild this relationship because the basis, the fundament is there. And what we like to share the ideas between our government, your government, and to giving the life to the Iraqi Spanish committee, economic committee, which is signed in the 1972, and it have different dimensions in different sector of lives, not only politics and economy, but even health sector, sport, infrastructures, training, building of streets and bridges and dams. So this basis, it is written between our two governments since many years, but we have to bring the life to this memorandum of understanding, or the meeting which has happened, the last meeting between our two leaders, 2013 in Madrid, and the next big meeting for this committee it have to be in Baghdad. We hope that this year happen. If not, then next year. We have to still try to do our best and to continue the level of visiting of VIPs from both sides, Iraqi and Spanish sides.
Well, Ambassador Al-Hashimy, thank you very much for coming to Spain, for coming to our institute, for sharing your views with our audience here. And we wish you the best in Spain, and we expect all your goals could be achieved as soon as possible. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. And